Let me thank you for having me here today at Rice, where today this polling location is open to every voter in Harris County. So if you are one of now less than 1 million people who have yet to vote, when we started off this morning it was about 1 million, but it's now less than that, you still have until 7 p.m. To come to Rice, or to go to University of Houston, or go to Texas Southern, or any of the other 797 locations in Harris County and cast your right to vote. Now, one thing is unique about this polling location. It is completely run by students right here at Rice University. And I read the students wanted to take the energy from the protests about social injustice and racial inequities. And look, they are literally manning this site. The students wanted to make sure questions about absentee voting and out-of-state ID laws were answered, and who were in a better position to answer those questions than the students themselves. Along with these student poll workers, I wanted to thank and recognize members of the Rice football team, Jason and so many others, who reached out to me, as he indicated, in October, asking what could they do to increase civic participation. And we have had several conversations. Microsoft Teams, Zoom, you name it, answering questions, going back and forth. I appreciated the dialogue. And I witnessed, for example, the Rice football team leading the march during the social unrest after the murder of George Floyd. I want to thank them from that. So from that activism, we find ourselves right here today. From that conversation, I issued the first mayor's early vote challenge for Rice, University of Houston, and Texas Southern. And for the first time, thanks to Commissioner's Court, and specifically thanks to the Harris County Clerk, Chris Hollins, things have changed. None of these campuses had early voting locations in 2016 or 2018, but now they exist, and I believe they are here to stay. And so again, give it up to Chris Hollins, the guy with the cowboy hat on. And then I want to highlight, as of last Thursday, more than 800,000 voters under 30 have already voted in Texas, and 66% of them did not, look, 66% of them did not vote in 2016. The percent of the vote from voters under 30 is almost double what it was in 2016. Young people, millennials, do not have to wait until tomorrow or next year or 5 years. Quite frankly, you are leading right now. I used to always hate that statement about young folk are the leaders for tomorrow. Bunk that. You know, young folk lead right now. This generation is leading right now. In fact, we are depending on this generation to make us all better, to unify our country, to end the racial inequities that exist economically, politically, socially, to make us all much more conscious that we are connected regardless of where we come from. We're depending on this generation in this day and time to make that happen. And in kicking off this challenge at University of Houston, I quoted the late former Congressman John Lewis. At the March on Washington in 1963, the youngest speaker there was John Lewis, and he said, we do not want to wait for our freedom. We want our freedom now. And at Texas Southern, we had one heck of a march to the polls with the Ocean of Soul. At both campuses, literally thousands of students, staff, and alumni cast their ballots. And at Rice, we have had over 13,000 ballots cast on this campus. Let me just say this, with all three of these campuses, more than 21,000 voted on their respective campuses. More than 21,000. And at Rice, over 13,000 ballots were cast. And it is with this impressive total that I hereby award Rice University the winner of the first mayor's early vote challenge for 2023. And so, yeah, please give it up to them. What did I say, 20? Oh, I was thinking 23 is my last time as mayor. I was having a moment there. But for 2020, because I won't be able to do it in 24. It'll have to be some other mayor. It'll be Anna, a Mason, a Jacob, or Isaiah, one of, oh, Chris. So Anna, on behalf of the entire city of Houston, okay, and all of the people who are counting on you all to make a difference, let me present this, the Mayor Sylvester Turner Early Vote Challenge 2020 winner, Rice University.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and then for the other universities, Isaiah. Got it?
Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.